Hi everyone, let's start by getting down on our hands and knees. Take your right leg, cross it in front of your left leg. You can flip one wrist, you can flip both wrists, you can flip neither wrist. When you're ready, zip up your inner thighs, press your ankles down. Inhale, drop your head and tuck your tail. Exhale, bring your lungs out in front of you. So just set up a rhythm, inhaling and exhaling. If you like to go fast, go slow. If you like to go slow, go fast. So you really want to just set up a rhythm where you're finding the breath moving into the center, out to the circumference. Your lungs come forward. Make sure not to fling your neck, but instead think that it's your lungs moving forward. Every time you breathe in, picture coming to the center. Every time you exhale, picture coming out to the circumference. Every time you go in between, know that you're mediating the going in and the going out. Beautiful. And then start to stir. So take your pelvis, think it's a big bowl, take your mind, think it's a spoon, and start to stir around yourself. You can make big circles, you can make small circles, but move all the way around yourself. And then when you're ready, just switch directions and go around the other way. Beautiful. Keep the breath going. Try to keep looking out in front of you as you're stirring around. Nice. Keep the breath moving. Notice your circles. How are they? Are they big? Are they small? Can you make them bigger? Can you make them smaller? Can you make them faster? Can you make them slower? Beautiful. So nice. And then once you're done, nice. Good. Once you're done, you're going to take your hands, you're going to walk them back. If you have a block, if you've never done this before, you can use a block to help you get up. You can keep your hands on the block. If you've done it before, bring your arms up, and let's pump it out in Kapalabhati breath. So it's out, 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 out. And every time you exhale, think you're pedaling a bicycle, just moving the breath right from your belly out through the top of your head. Exhale, 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 exhale. Good. Stay with it. And once you're done exhaling, take a big breath in. Take 2 more big breaths in. Pull yourself apart. Exhale it out. And then if you want to, take your hands, make your head a ball, make your hands the mitt. Let your elbows point to the ceiling. Move your pubis forward. Press your back knee into your front knee. Keep the breath moving. See if you can image the breath rising up the front and descending down the back. Notice if you're holding or gripping in your low body or in your upper body. Beautiful. When you're ready, come back down. And now take the left leg out and around. Oops, or fall down like I just did. Bring your left leg in front and now press the back knee into the front knee. Open your feet. And if you want to, interlace your fingers to the webbing. Press your palms down, and again, cats and cows. Inhaling to the center, exhaling to the circumference, counting it out if you want to. I think I'm doing around 30 in this. If you want to count, fine. If you want to just go until we're done doing it on the video, that's fine too. But it's really nice to have a count. So inhale and exhale, move to the center, move to the circumference, press your palms down, lift your wrists off, zip up your inner thighs, press your ankles down, and then start to stir. So if you're stirring clockwise, know that it's the stir of time from 12 to 3 to 6 to 9. And just notice how you use time. Do you use time quickly? Do you use it slowly? Can you get all the way around the clock face? And then when you switch directions, know that you're moving counterclockwise. The stir of baseball from home to first to second to third. And just notice, how do you run the bases? Do you go from first to second, from second to third, or do you go right from home plate to second plate? It doesn't matter, and it's not to judge yourself, but just to notice how it is that you stir it up, how you play the game, how you handle it. Beautiful. Walk your hands back again. Feel free to use 1 or 2 blocks to help yourself up onto your knees. Press your back knee into your front knees, and this time grab hold of your elbows. Make your elbows balls, make your hands mitts, and see if you can move the breath up your front body on the inhale and down your back body on the exhale. Inhaling up the front, exhaling down the back. See if you can release your lower body by not gripping your butt and just squeezing your inner thighs together by pressing the back leg into the front leg. Once you've gotten all the way through that, when you're ready, you're going to take your hands, you're going to interlace them to the webbing, let your head drop back into your hands, let your elbows point to the ceiling, and again, following the breath, up the front body, down the back body. Let the exhale be a way to scan and notice where you're holding or gripping. Beautiful. Keep the breath moving, nice and soft. Lovely. Keep pressing your ankles down and your back knee into your front knee. Beautiful. Come back down onto your hands and knees. Uncross your, take the blanket actually and put it behind you. Your legs are still crossed. So you're sitting in cow pose now. Your left leg is on top. Make sure you're sitting on something. Beautiful. You want to align right from your pubis to your knees, and then take your hands and either put them in reverse namaste. If you don't have reverse namaste, no problem. Just interlace your fingers to the webbing and put those behind your back. And then start a breath that is a figure 8. So you're going to inhale from your hands through your front body. First, you're going to exhale, make the first loop of the 8 by going out around to your left elbow and back into your back. And then inhale through from the back to the front and go out to the right elbow and all the way around to the back. And you can see I'm doing a little movement there to help my brain follow my breath in the figure 8 pattern. Inhale from the back to the front, exhale out and around to the left, inhale from the back to the front, exhale out and around to the 8. Beautiful. Just keep following the breath. Feel free to use a little movement here, and then when you're ready, start to come forward. Keep your hands behind your back if you can. If you can't, no problem. Bring your hands down. If you can't bring your arms down or your hands down, feel free to go up on your fingertips. You can even put your hands on blocks. Absolutely no problem. It's really the idea that you're moving forward from your hips and that the front body's moving from your pubis to your belly button to your sternum. Beautiful. Do a little scan. Nice. And now take your upper body, walk it in one direction. You can be up on your fingertips on blocks. If you have more range, you can put your knee in your armpit, reach the other arm up, or keep it on your low back. Any variation is fine. Inhaling into the lung you're looking at. Beautiful. And then walk it over to the other side. Same thing. You can be on your fingertips. You can come down and make a connection between your knee and your armpit and your hand and your foot. You can keep your hand on your back. You can bring it up. Any variation is fine. The twist is really for the information of moving the breath from the lung to the opposite kidney. Good. Once you're done, tuck your feet in, come onto your hands and knees, tuck your toes under, unwind yourself by walking towards the right, rewind yourself. Now your right leg is in front, and now you're in cow pose with the right leg on top. So get yourself organized in cow pose. Beautiful. Find your axis mundi, and again, either interlace your fingers to the webbing or put your hands in reverse namaste. Line yourself up, find the middle of the top of your head, let it rise up, find your perineum, let it descend down, and start the breath. So you can either do the figure 8 breath again, you can inhale to the center and exhale to the circumference. You can just watch your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Anything is fine. The idea is to stay in the pose where you're really making contact between your hands and your back, right? It's a way for you to watch your own back. So follow your breath, and then after you've had it, keeping the breath moving. Nice. You're going to start to come forward. And when you start to come forward, look forward. And if you can keep your hands behind your back, that's great. And if you need to take them out, that's fine too. So when you're ready, you're going to start to come forward, moving from the hip joint. Beautiful. That's it. Right from the hip joint, folding yourself in half, taking your hands out wherever it is that you need to take them out. And then again, you can be on your fingertips, you can be down on your elbows, you can have your hands on blocks, right? So you're really folding right in that hip crease, moving forward in the front body, letting your low body descend down. So as you see, I'm doing different hand positions. If this is hard for you, just put your hands up on blocks. You don't have to go very far forward. And then when you're ready, walk your upper body in one direction, either be on your fingertips or blocks, or make the connection between armpit and knee, moving the breath, organizing yourself so both buttock bones are down. And then when you're ready, walking yourself over to the other side. Nice. And again, hands on blocks, on fingertips, or if you have more range, making the contact of knee and armpit. Opposite arm can come up, it can stay on your back, following the breath, noticing what it's like to be underneath yourself. Beautiful. Come back, tuck your toes under, your feet under. Good. Come forward, uncross your legs. Take your blanket or whatever prop you were using, move it out of the way, and come into dog pose. So dog pose, hand, hand, foot, foot, an equilateral triangle from your hand up to your butt, from your butt down to your heels. Bend your knees, stick your butt way, way up, press your palms down, lift your wrists up, right? Know that your heels do not need to touch the ground, right? And you're opening up the back of your legs. Beautiful. Pedal your feet from hand to hand and foot to foot. So you're walking your dog a little bit. That's it. So it's not a static pose, right? You're really using your imagination to stay in the pose, hovering it around. Take your right hand, put it on your back. Take your right elbow, move it out to its own side. Keep looking forward. Press into your right foot. Feel the breath in your left lung, and then switch hands. So now your left hand comes on your back. Your left elbow moves out to its own side. Keep the vision forward. Press into your left foot. Press into your right hand and lift the wrist off. Both hands come down. Look out in front of you, and now start to swim it. So take your hands and move them around like you're doing the breaststroke. Keep looking forward. Keep moving the arm all the way up and around. Each rotation is a breath. So inhale it up, exhale it down, inhale it up, exhale it down. Keep looking forward 10 times. And once you've completed that, back into your dog pose. Find your hands, walk them back, and come into a forward hang. Measure out the distance between your feet. Look at your feet and make sure they're parallel. Bend your knees. Let your chest connect to your thigh so your lungs of your torso are on the lungs of your legs. Inhale and exhale. Find the center of your sacral plate and breathe into that, and then exhale all the way out to the circumference, right? Notice if you're in the heel of your foot and the ball of your foot. Sway back and forth a little bit. Keep finding the center, and then take your hands and clasp them behind your back. Beautiful. And once your hands are behind your back, let your head hang. Let your neck hang. Keep your knees bent. Press your palms as close together as you can, and follow your breath. Beautiful. Keep paying attention to your feet. Are you standing on both feet equally? Can you move your weight from the heel to the ball and back? Drop your hands. Walk them forward in front of you, and then take your upper body and walk it over to the right. And when you walk over to the right, press into your left foot and look out in front of you and breathe into the right lung. And then take your upper body and walk it over to the left and look way out in front of you and press into your right foot and breathe into that left lung. And then come back to the center, bend your knees, put your right knee in your right armpit, Good. Put your hand on your back, find your axis mundi, and then rotate all the way around it. Keep throwing the ball into the mitt. Keep moving forward, and then change sides. Now your left knee goes into your left armpit. Rotate around the axis mundi. That's it. You can keep your hand on your back, or you can bring it up. Keep shifting forward, and then come back down and drop your head for a moment, and then roll it up one vertebra at a time. And once you come all the way up, just stand for a moment. Put yourself on your axis mundi. Find the line that runs from the universe through your head, through your body, out your perineum, and right down between your feet. Let your arms hang from the center of your back. Let your head ascend as your feet descend. And then when you're ready, inhale your arms all the way up. Hook your thumbs together. Pull yourself apart. And then when you're ready, take your upper body over to the right and press into your left foot, and then turn your head and look up to the left. Beautiful. And then take your upper body over to the left and press into your right foot, and then turn your head and look up to the right. Beautiful. And then come back to the center and bend your knees slightly and shift your weight forward and back bend ever so slightly, keeping your arms and your ears together. Return to a straight line. Inhale, and as you exhale, let your arms float down. Lovely. Find yourself in your body. Drop your head. Bend your knees. Roll yourself all the way down, taking your time, stopping anywhere along the path that you need to stop. And then when you're ready, walk yourself forward into a dog pose for just a moment, and then the right leg comes forward and across into pigeon. Use whatever props you need to find your pigeon pose. Beautiful. And once you've organized yourself into pigeon, one hand on your knee, one hand on your foot, perineum descends down, and then move forward through your hip crease and walk your fingertips forward and find your pigeon pose. Right knee diagonals to the left butt, right foot diagonals to its own butt, crisscrossing so your perineum's right in the center. Follow your breath, and then take your upper body all the way over to the right. Once you're over to the right, you can be on your fingertips. You can make a ball and a mitt, taking the left arm in front of the right knee and rotating around yourself, and then come down and walk it over the other direction. Again, you can stay on your fingertips, or you can again take the right arm over and find the back bend that way, finding the twist, rotating all the way around yourself. Beautiful. Come back to the center. Walk your hands back, press back up into dog pose. Hover it out for just a moment, and then when you're ready, left leg comes forward and across. Organize yourself back into dog pose on the left side. Walk your hands forward. Put your forehead down. Good. Find the center by crisscrossing yourself, left knee to left butt, right foot to its own butt, perineum in the center. Following your breath, inhaling and exhaling, finding the pinky toe side of that back foot, and then when you're ready, walk yourself towards that knee over to the left, either on your fingertips, or find the twist by bringing your right elbow in front of your left knee and rotating around. The bottom hand's the ball, the top hand's the mitt, and then walk it over the other direction. Again, either on your fingertips, on blocks. Good. And then find the twist in the other direction. Lovely. Fill it with breath. Come back to the center. Sit up on it for just a moment. Let your perineum descend down. Walk your hands forward. Tuck your back toe under. Press it back into dog pose for just a moment. Just notice how this dog pose feels. You can walk it out. Beautiful. And then come back down to your hands and knees. Sit down on your blanket or whatever you've got. Take your right foot, put it on its own butt. Take your right arm, wrap it around, and then find the twist by bringing your left arm over your right knee. Shift your weight forward. Press your knee into your arm to help turn your upper body so that you can look all the way behind you. And then when you're ready, switch legs. Pull your knee towards your chest. This time take your right arm, cross it over your knee. Take your other hand behind you. Find the back bend in the twist. Press your knee into your shoulder to help turn the upper body, and eventually turn the head to see all the way behind you. Follow your breath. Let that go. Take that left leg, bring it in, point the knee straight in front of you. Take your right leg all the way over. Again, the left arm crosses over the right knee. The right hand goes behind you. Press the knee into the arm to help turn you. Let your perineum descend. Let your head ascend. And eventually find the wall behind you with your nose, filling it with breath. And then the other side, right leg comes in, knee points straight in front of you. Left leg comes up and over, hug it in, and then turn so that the right arm comes all the way over the knee. The left hand goes behind you. Let the knee help turn your upper body. So eventually you have the view behind you, filling it with breath. Beautiful. Let it go. Your blanket out of the way, grab a block. Two options here. I'm going to demonstrate both. Either you can be in Virasana with the block all the way up right between your shoulder blades. Good. Then you have options with your hands. You can hold your arms. You can put your arms in eagle pose in both directions, in either direction. If this is too difficult for you, you can bring your arms out. You can easily just bring your legs straight out in front of you. You can put the block at a lower level. You can let your head come down, let your arms come out. Just feel the opening across your chest. Feel the opening in your front body, right? This is a back bend, so you're opening your liver. Fill it with breath, either in Virasana or with your legs in front of you. Again, options with your hands. You can hold your elbows. You can do eagle pose with your arms. Any variation is here. Feel free to stay as long as you want. And then when you're done, if you'd like, you can either just go and take a Shavasana, or you can sit in Virasana, the virility pose. Close your eyes, follow your breath, and have a moment of meditation. Inhaling the breath up your back, down your front, taking the tip of your tongue, putting it on the roof of your palate.